ultra fortress. Tread carefully here. Careful, nothing's sneaking up on you.
Long way down. Oh! Roti. What? Stop.
Fix her up. It's not so bad. Might still have some stuff in it. Nothing like a story with an unexpected ending.
Guns flexors?
Want to get your... Got to time it right to make them work. Left, right, left, right. Pumping good. Looking better.
Aha, tara.
Yuck. That there's a sludge gush field where the company used to suck sludge from the underground. Now, that notice board is cleaner than just about anything else around here. You're nudging up toward a played-out sludge field. Just follow your nose. This place used to pump sludge from the ground for fuel. If you think the sludge was nasty, it was worse when the Toxanol Corporation burned it. Not much anymore. Toxanol was bad at all sorts of things, but when it came to taking anything useful away, they got awful good at... You can probably find a track around here if you look hard. Might get a killer headache from this.
No. Pagdali.
There you go. One bona fide track. Even out here in the middle of all this mess, there were things to explore. Dry of sludge, pretty much. Anything
Pero hapit
left
ako mamatay.
behind was either too deep to pump out. The tracks...
Oh, no. Kamu nasad? Up.
Finders keepers, goodbye to another night.
Wait, automaton naman to. Ah, appearance.
You need to line up the switches so they match.
What?
Just a few moves left. Make them count.
Okay.
Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework.
What? Kanimo eh.
Ooh, there's some rubber scrap for you. We are lonesome animals that spend all our life trying to be less lonesome. That's the top of a shaftiloo, a gigantic dig hole toxinol cut into the forest to pull things out of the earth.
Welcome any dodge. Sa muka eh. Amok na yun eh.
It's time to create your own path. Loot. This one seems to be in good spirits despite being left here for dead. Has heard that you have a sense of compassion and trusts it's in your nature.
Oh.
Asks you to do the right thing for the sake of your conscience. It's only through your inner conflict you're held accountable for your actions.
I need dark aura.
Is surprised you chose not to help. Feeling good is not the same thing.
Sorry.
Take that light.
Really, you ought to use your head instead of your gut.
See? The darkness lets you get away with anything. Just dark. When you already know you're right.
Dark. Kamu pa gitabangan. Puang.
Days wasting. Get to work while you can. There it is, the tree of life. The idea that all life is related by common descent, where the twigs are existing species and those produced in the past represent the succession of the extinct. The tree's great branches were once budding twigs, a connection between the past, present, and future. a representation of all extinct and living species with its ever-branching and beautiful ramifications. We are an evolution of those that came before. Let's see. It's a place well hidden. It's just below the above.
Ulo. Spaceship. Ah, yeah.
Iboda kelmo toledrea ya maoloa.
Out of Date's impressed you made it this far, but there's still so much left to do. The end of the world is still on everyone's mind.
Mauketo tolu ayadre.
You've beaten a path where you have the power to destroy or save everyone. Question is, what you'll do with that.
Iboda kelmok. Far kobe makoto far titaba.
He can sense that your heart beats steadily and acknowledges that the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others.
Pilfov ugvuhu vobra boom.
Thinks it's important that you remember who you are and where you came from. Someone without knowledge of their history and origin is like a tree without roots.
Direction.
He promises he'll be there for you. Just come talk to him beneath the tree if you're feeling.
Chintuata motihuasa evunkutu buvum.
Out of Date says there's a time for everything. And now there's no use thinking of the past, for it's gone.
Yuba dolo waiwai.
Think of the present, because that's where you are. It's time to set your priorities as the one who completes things.
Come Reaper.
If you continue to do good, good will follow you.
Dolo woya lo yalo batolo yo.
If the world really does end, there won't be anywhere to run. So he's prepared for the worst. Something
What's
he
the Ark?
calls the Ark.
Miss.
Two sides to everything, but for him it would be devastating if you were forced to use the Ark to escape while the world crumbled.
Do wovu.
Out of Date says there's no clear record of the chain of events that changed the course of history and brought the world to its knees.
Kobwa yake. Tolu keta ya wawanawe.
He's found
Weta
Ay.
gono.
the contamination disrupted what we now know as key energy, the life force that runs through all things, living and inanimate.
Kutuvun poputowe. Loma utulu ba yowo.
He's been told the blight affected everything at a genetic level and turned our perception of normality on its head.
Ugambun ang ugagad yepromo bufu. Mokbu far kobi.
It was only those that changed that avoided extinction, proving that the possibility for survival and renewal was real.
Ya yumawa. Loto lu bayo.
He understands you are curious about the ship at the foot of the tree. He says it surfaced when the oil broke through the ground.
Loto lu bayo.
The Ark predates the back-in days, and now, after years of study of the manuals he found inside, he believes he's figured the ship out.
Ikobe. Ifari kobo farmu.
The Ark has room for 4 more, and he trusts you'll apply wisdom to your compassion and choose whom to save if the world comes.
Tika maperna. Wai ketawa? Mao toliawahu.
He'll keep the seats open, and you are free to invite up to 4 others to join you in the Ark in the event of a cataclysm.
Okay. Your allied tribes. What do you have seen? Or offerings. Depending on your aura, some characters might decline your invitation.
Tika maperna, kuchai. Hifar befarbe.
Out of Date says that from what he's heard, you've been busy.
You've been busy.
Alu hero.
He says he appreciates what you've done so far, but unfortunately he's got urgent news from his friend Goop in the southeast.
Kusata ghetto. Beboko contabe.
Out of Date says that even though he's unsure about your intentions, he hopes you'll support.
To huae kutuvun poputue.
He says he'll point you in the right direction, but finding Goop and making sure he gets what he needs is up to you. That's the sound of impending doom. Out of Date's premonitions of imminent disaster are true. The Porky-Puff needs to be handled.
Porky Puff.
Mpa, wherefore, where?
Out of Date says that Goop is worried now that the Southeast World Eater is stepping up its activity.
Baluotolo, luatolo maua.
He explains that Goop is working on a goo-gliding vessel in order to get to the World Eater, but needs help to get it done.
Oh, okay.
Toledrea, ya maoloa, luatolo maua.
Out of Date suggests that you should head southeast as fast as possible and see what you can do to help.
Tairemis,
He wonders what's on your mind.
kabobe
Diretso na
farhi.
lang good.
Didn't have much else to say, so nope.
Feel that the narrator is talking often while exploring.
It's like a whole different world down here.
What the heck? God damn, kasakit.
You're half dead. Bounced.
What the?
Amazing how much that helps.
Hold up. Ah. Ah, nga no kuha man eh.
just when you think it's darkest, the dawn.
Old world faults.
A key for every lock.
Yangu.
Dara.
Azitawa. Daikeza.
Gulpo ain't the easiest tongue, but I think he says he's happy to see a friendly face. Not too many of those around these days.
Raisate, Manu.
Says it's good to see you again. He's Goop. You might remember him from the old days when he tried to teach you how to swim.
Zurakia.
Goop says you were always so righteous as a child, and
Zurakia.
Goop says memories fade surprisingly fast. We are all pieces of what we remember. It's only to...
Zurakia. Saluya.
He knows he's easy to remember. There's no one out there as cuckoo as him. He's one of a kind.
Kawaii.
Kagilabay mampot.
Goop says our memory keeps things for us and protects them until we are ready to face them.
Wanaptapat.
He understands you've returned to face Lupa Lupin. That's the destiny you've been carrying within yourself all these years.
Itaku.
He says that the catastrophe back then didn't vanquish the good in you. It's still there, as bright as when you were a child.
Azimbotalante.
Now the time has come for you to remember and act. Your life is your life, not the story you're told about it.
Revenge.
Yukia.
He understands why you seek revenge, but he doesn't think you realize how that'll make you feel once you
Nothing shines like the dark. Oh, no, wait. Oh, well, you know.
Just when you think there's no hope, hope comes along.
Blinded by the light.
Shining like a brand new day.
Next time, go with your gut. Your dark, dark gut.
Oh wait.
Mukanbali.
Says life on the goo is wide open. You have so many choices of where to go. Some harder than others, of course. Which kind do you like?
Easy way? Easy way.
Awali tutwa. Mukanbali.
Best to stick close to the shore then, where the goo isn't so deep. That's like being close to your friends who can help when things go wrong.
Rapiki. Mukanbali.
Thanks you for doing everything you could to de-goop the surf.
Manutai baradrade. Rapiki.
Thinks the Myriad made a good match with you. You're both like sunshine on the surf.
Lamdi osnika.
Claims he didn't say that out loud.
Nagtanong ka.
But hey, back to the goo.
Sisatiarian.
He can't leave the Subnautica station as the pollution has worn down the insulation of his suit. So you must salvage enough scrap to fix up his goo glide, starting with the old wreck box outside.
Yangu.
You should return when you've retrieved the scrap. There's no time to waste if you want to make the goo glide strong enough to fight the Porky Puff. It's not that it won't keep your head above the surface, but it needs improving to carry you across the thick goo out by the Porky Puff. Balance is the key. Just a few moves left. Make them count.
Nice. Gaya ko din matay.
The darkness swallows everything at night.
Circuit board puzzle. Select light. Selected, use, okay. The color of one light will follow the edge of lights. Oh,
Just a few moves left. Make them count.
wait. Huwag ko kasabot. Diyos mio. Huwag ko kasabot. Ah. Okay. Kasamok ba nimo?
Absolutely drained. Right in the face.
Amo ka. End fin. Scrap burst.
You need to line up the switches so they match. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. You'd better get a move on if you want to change things.
Nukanda. Saluja. Turtua wanapta patkup na waitevani.
He's got the goo glide functional. You'll have a pull hook and a salvage net, but no armor, and an engine strong enough to break through the thick goo further out.
Itaku ativi. Wanapta patkup.
There are lots of valuables left behind on the surf floor that the salvage net will enable you to haul. You just need to find the right spots.
Itaku. Okitik. Mavaniko.
Goop says Gizmo's devised a cannon for the goo glide, but instead of bullets, it flips quacks, squeaky distractions for the triple attentive porky puff, which will give you time to get yourself in position.
Kasabot.
The best way to find quacks is to talk to Gulp. He has the bearings of the surfipelago and knows where the quacks like to fly.
Ajitawa.
This means you'll have the privilege of visiting Gulp in the Sinky Dink. He'll be able to give you directions to where you'll find quacks.
Quacks?
He's not sure, but the quacks are probably a leftover from a cargo surfer that went under in the olden days. The squeaky material must have made them surface when
Our
their box
rubber
broke.
ducks. Hey. All right.
Says the tribe Sifu sent them here to help defend against the rival tribe that's been Isn't sure how long the village will last if it... As if the plague ruining the land and destroying the crops wasn't enough to bring the village to its knees already. That's what they call the blight that's been haunting the land since the old world ended in the... The Sifu asked you to help, and that's what you must do. Wonders why the Lotus don't get splashing harder. They don't measure up. Wouldn't be surprised if you met again. The Sifu asked you to help, and that's what you must do. Wouldn't be... No time for sightseeing. Under your own power now. You can make so many amazing things out of one scrap. Or useful.
Rough orders. Upgrade the engine if you glide.
This here is the Sinky Dink, home of Gulp, at the very least.
I'm on a rainy day.
Let's see.
Gather sack of wood. Di nga ko kakuan. Bye. Eternal lang na.
He's pretty sure he's heard of you before, although the details are maybe a little hazy. He wonders if you have something for him to drink. Says it's both everything you could want and never enough.
Chicken
Says you look like you've got a powerful thirst to do something in this world. Good, bad, not really sure, but it seems like you've been drinking in your destiny and liking the flavor. Wonders if you could take the time to help a man slake his own thirst. You'd be doing him a liquid solid. You're a do-gooder, so you know you won't. Either way, he hopes you find a way to wet your whistle before the world comes to an awful dry end and leaves us all thirsting for more. Says life's like a mystery drink. Sometimes it's amazing, and sometimes it's awful. But either way, you can't stop drinking till you're dead.
Kaundi ka.
Sure, but that's nowhere near as quick and easy. Who wants to stop to chew? Wants to raise a glass to you getting the world fixed up a bit. Respects how you always try to help, no matter that the world's fate is hard to swallow. Sees why you joined up with the Myriad. They like a peaceful drink, just like you. Says he sells them drinks. They mostly
okay.
suck them down on their own. Says you'd be as bummed out as him if you came for the hot stuff. The glugmocker, Nimhimbibble, and his favourite radium syrup. That one's even more intoxicating now, aged in truck tankers and all. Without a drink, and radium syrup especially, he can't move, much less think, as the power of his mind is directly proportioned to the quantity of syrup he swigs. That's why he's called Gulp. The drink helps him forget the state the world is in, but it only lasts until tomorrow. The world is still doomed, even if the sun goes up.
Drinking makes you dumb.
Says that's what gives your internals such a great glow. He wants you to know he has other interests too. He's the Surf Archipelago's self-proclaimed ornithologist, for example. There are other ways than a cold drink to relieve stress, even in these dark times, and, fortunately for you, he can help. Watching pippies flap is calming, but better yet are the ones you can look at and touch, like quacks. Squeezing them is a great way to relax. They're better at floating than flapping, so you should be able to net a few without growing yourself a pair of wings.
Mines.
Time for a wave ride, I think.
Oh, okay.
The Black Hollow. It's just lonely.
Coming up.
That's not opening on its locked up tight.
Okay. The heck is this? Cable connect puzzle. Connect 3 cables, different ports. Each port has positive and value. Values. Oh, okay.
This story is about a hero.
Unlock na ni?
Someone locked it solid.
Yep. Tangina mo naman.
That's going to use a mark.
Kamok ni. Rubber ducks di ay pasabot.
You need to line up the switches so they match. Just a few moves left. Make them count.
What? Okay.
Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework.
Exit date ang kaganiha day.
Good work, Captain.
Oh.
You're poking around Pockburr, a prime village.
Later na.
Vroom vroom. Loot.
Saluja. Wingy.
That's enough quacks to sustain the Googlide flipper with infinite ammunition.
Azimutalante.
Goop says he was there when the Porky Puff took Out-of-Date's leg, so this World Eater has made it personal.
Azimutalante. Azitawa.
After that, Out-of-Date started using his head instead of his legs and came up with the plan on how to best make a stand against the World Eaters, and it wasn't by foot. That's he seems happy to talk.
Ano to?
Seems surprised.